Hello everyone, my name is Legend Ronnie and this game is Rise of Kingdoms. OSIRIS League semi-finals. This is gonna be the two games, one after another, that we're gonna stream today, and I'm gonna live comment both of them. We are expecting to be some very incredible and close games as we had the previous ones. If you haven't watched them, please do so. You have missed some very nice games. The best four teams in Rise of Kingdoms, they are actually clashing in just a couple of minutes for the chance to be qualified as champions of the OSIRIS League and the best team in Rise of Kingdoms. Well, what all these teams have prepared for us today, we are about to find out, but we are all expecting to be some crazy and insane games. We are all expecting to see a different strategies, something new, especially from 1MB8, which they are the only team in here that they actually had a loss in OSIRIS League, that is against NB1. And after that, they won in the quarterfinals against NB1. So that means that 1MB8 is adapting. 1MB8 is showing that they want to improve. It's showing that they are trying to cover their mistakes. They are trying to fill up the gaps. And let's see what they have prepared for JWM. Because we all know JWM is playing very well with provision score. So that's going to be an interesting way to see if they're actually going to prepare something against that. That's a really high provision score JWM is doing every single game. They pretty much stomp over every single team they have met. Let's see if 1MB8 can actually say stop to these monsters and deny their championship or not. Overlord and NB2 is gonna be the first game that we're gonna have today. Not much I can say about NB2, just congratulate them that they have gone so far. They have got here at this moment in the semi-finals, because honestly, watching all their previous games, I would involve luck a little bit in their victories. While Overlords, I would say they have played top of their game pretty much every single game they had. So I'm pretty sure Overlords, they are really prepared and hyped for this game. So let's see if NB2, they actually have something prepared for them and see a very exciting game tonight. Right. Welcome everyone, welcome chat, welcome to the live stream. I will have to attend the commenting, so I will definitely not be able to attend the chat. I'm just gonna post this in my Discord as well to try to get everyone's attention. So is it I don't know why it didn't change the live stream. I did change the thumbnail, right? I hope I did change the thumbnail. NB2 and JWM. Okay. Let's get ready for this. Guys, buckle up, get your popcorn ready, pop up your soda, because this thing is about to get real. Which team did you bet? Well, I always bet on the one that is not favorite, because just in case we see some surprises, you actually win some coins. So I bet on MB2 and one MB8 because they are the ones least favorite. So I never bet on my favorite team or the one that I hope they will gonna win, because if they win, I'm pretty much getting 10-20% coins. So it's not much difference than my normal coins. So I usually bet on the team that is not or less favorite, because it's, if they win, like I said, and if they actually do a surprise, the coins you win is much higher. But my prediction is that we're gonna see OV versus JWM in the finals. That's my prediction. Anyway, we have seen so many surprises on this OSIRIS League that nothing can be well predicted. White Tigers lost against OV. That's then one NB8. They have beat NB1 again. MB2 beat IKM. Very strong alliance. JWM obviously beat DSP. So a lot of surprises we have seen throughout the time on this season 1 of OSIRIS League. Nothing can be 100% sure. But again, I really believe that OV and JWM are going to be in the finals. They still have to play the games. They still have to win. So let's see what they all have prepared. I'm really curious about the second game. Probably a bit more than the first one. Because I really want to see, especially at the beginning or in the first 30 minutes, I want to see how one MB8 is going to play it. I really want to see if they have prepared something special for JWM, because JWM is playing so good with provision, buildings and arc. They are having a very good level of game on all three important things that actually gives you points in OSIRIS. So I want to see if one NBA prepares something for them. Also, another thing to mention, they have fixed the flicking buildings. So now on the mini map, on the last 2 live streams or 3, it was not showing when a building is being attacked. So they have fixed that. Now it's actually showing when a building is being attacked. So that's really, really good. So now I can actually check better which buildings are being attacked every single time, so we can chase the action. 2 minutes and 40 seconds left, and the gladiators are preparing. OSIRIS League is going to be their arena. Who is ready for this? Who is ready for this? Once again, welcome everyone, welcome to the live stream. Again, I will have to live comment the action that is happening over there, so I will not be able to attend the chat. Hi, fake Ronnie. Mafia boss Ronnie, you are not forgotten. I cannot go with Mafia Ronnie on this. This is just live commenting. It's not an... Halloween parade. John the number 1, how are you doing? Long time no see. Welcome to the stream. Bro, really launch legendary every month, but not even one epic, because the free to play have maxed every epic. So what do I do, bro? Just give it time. Work on some legendaries. I don't know. Jeffrey Wong, how are you doing, brother? Welcome to the stream. OV will win. Yes, I have high hopes that OV will win. Hello, hello. Hey, Zax, how are you doing? We want dope Baffaroni. It will not fit on a live commenting having a Mafia Ronnie. I'm telling you. Hello, Ronnie from OV Kingdom 52. You Mad Gaming, welcome to the stream, brother, and everyone else, guys, welcome to the stream, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, get ready. This is gonna be 2 hours of madness in the OSIRIS League. Best 4 teams in the game right now are clashing for a chance to become a champion. Best 4 teams. Let's see what these 4 teams have prepared on top of the usual. Let's see if these 4 teams are trying something special. They are trying something new. They are trying to improve in their game. They are trying to up their game. Let's go ahead. Let's get on our first match and let's see. Overlord versus Newbie the second. I suppose it takes a little bit of time. Yeah, it takes about 30 seconds a minute until they let you in. Alright, let me just do something real quick, because if these things are gonna buzz the entire game, I'm gonna go crazy. So on the left side we have Overlords porting in. Each and everyone strong. There is no question about it. We are facing T5s versus T5. There's not something we have to click and check the players. Both teams, they are full T5 team. Now, like I said in the beginning, what do we want to see? We want to see a game change. We want to see something new. We want to see them progressing on their own game, on their own strategy. Will they be able to provide that to us? Will they be able to provide a different type of strategy or a different type of gameplay? Let's see if that is even possible. Let's see if we can see something that we have never seen so far in the OSIRIS League. These are the best 4 teams. That means their strategy is on point. There is no room for mistakes. This is the beginning, and this is one thing that I have to say before this starts. In this type of games, the final matches in the OSIRIS League, there is no room for mistakes. There is no room for errors. Fast capture on the obelisks. This is what we want to see at start. Something that we see in every single game. And rallies. Troops marching out of the gates in their full glory. What do you guys say? OV or MB2? Overlords or MB2? John the number 1. So I just started Rise of Kingdoms. Any tips? Well, any tips? Focus on your city hall, John the number 1. How to get 2 new legendaries. Open keys in the tavern. That's how you get new legendaries. Alright guys, 12 seconds and the game is about to start. OV for life, Damien, Kingdom 52. Just said it. Go MB2. Looks like we have from both teams in the chat. Let's go. Let's get this started. Let's see the tier 1s marching. I suppose Ox has a problem with tier 1 troops. He doesn't even understand what that means. Slowdy has tier 1. Alright, so we see like 3 marchers of tier 1 marching from behind. And what do we see? Hawkeye, he is already on point. He is already gaining a lot of advantage on this. In 1 minute he's going to capture the top obelisk from MB2 side. That is quite fast. And Koala is also going to capture the left side, the bottom side, from MB2. Now this is gonna be the first obelisk that is gonna be captured, and it's gonna be in less than a minute. That means that MB2 will have a slight advantage of about 25 seconds by capturing this obelisk really fast. There was also a move, and I think he already made use of it, going inside the caravan and then coming out of the caravan. That gives you a slight boost, because Double C should definitely have hasty departure. First obelisk captured from MB2. There is 3 minutes until they will fully capture it, and again about a 15 seconds gap, so nothing that crazy. Aki is gonna capture it at this moment, nothing that crazy on obelisk capture, about 20 seconds difference. Like I said, nothing that crazy. Everything that is over 30 seconds, that can actually be a slight advantage. 30 seconds it's quite a lot, but 20 seconds is nothing that crazy. It's still the top obelisk from Overlords, which has been captured right now, and it's gonna be the bottom obelisk from MB2, which is getting captured right now. So we are quite set on the obelisk, nothing crazy. We are noticing over here there were 8 rallies at some point. I suppose one rally already hit one of the obelisks. There you go. This rally is hitting this obelisk as well. So the obelisks are pretty much secured. There's also long rallies sent on the enemy obelisk, which 100% they will be disbanded. They're just to secure the buildings. Definitely nothing crazy. And we have, that's a 4-minute rally. That is a mix of troops rally. We see a first mistake from OV. I'm pretty sure they will plan to disband that rally. They will definitely not gonna let it go. 4-minute rally, that's very long. Yep, they are barely moving. So someone sent a couple of archers and infantry in that rally. First slight mistake. Look at the amount of forces MB2 is bringing on the top side. That is freaking insane. That is literally insane. I think they disbanded the rally in the same time on the Shrine of War, so they haven't tried anything crazy going for the Desert Altar to try to first cap it at the beginning. MB2 is also securing this side, so looks like both teams, they are just trying to play a very normal, regular game, a point game, defensive game. Nobody's trying anything crazy right now. Troops are getting in position just to capture their half. Something very interesting. NB2 has not mobilized troops in the middle. Now this is a game changer, guys. This definitely is a game changer. Look at the amount of forces Overlords are mobilizing in the middle. All these marches, they will just sit in the middle for about 7 minutes doing nothing, which this can give a very high advantage on NB2, occupying a lot of buildings at the beginning and getting a lot of points per minute, trying to get profit from that. Interesting move and interesting play from NB2. Will that gonna give them a slight advantage? Because there is a lot of players here from Overlords in the middle that will have nothing to do for a while. MB2 is trying to get some armies in position, just in case, I suppose, just in case. But on both buildings there is plenty of troops, so even if the middle army will try to do a push on either side, will not actually work. Now this is really interesting. I really want to see what's the following up of this strategy not going in the middle, because this is a very interesting play from MB2, something definitely different that we have seen from other games, not going into the middle. We are expecting rallies to be launched, and they indeed are rallies mobilizing, only 2 of them, while OV is launching 4 rallies. Very, very interesting. MB2 is playing a very defensive game, and now we see another, I suppose, is counter rally. That's a counter rally and a obelisk rally. That is a obelisk rally. Overlord is trying to make their move. They are attacking MB2, preparing their marchers. Rallies are mobilizing. They are doing their push, and the top sky altar is not that crazy amount of reinforcements. We see troops going in, but not plenty of marchers around it, as they have around the Shrine of War. They are definitely want to keep this Shrine of War at all costs. They are mobilizing infantry. There is a Minamoto defending that sky altar. That is something going wrong right now over there. Something is going wrong on MB2 side. We are noticing a slight or big mistake from MB2. That Minamoto is going down so fast. Wow, what is MB2 doing? They are taking out their marchers. They are also taking out their marchers. There was a problem in communication and setting up the captains. This is very crucial and fatal for MB2 at this moment, since they haven't mobilized troops. They just lost the points per minute game right at the beginning. But OV is top of the game. There is a proper defense in there. This Saladin is definitely not going anywhere. And look at the amount of marchers that MB2 have prepared here to defend the Shrine of War. OV is trying to bash their way in, but they already put their mark on MB2. They got this sky altar right at the beginning. MB2 is sending rallies with no reinforcements. Where are all their forces? Do they have 30 players in? They do have 30 players in. So each team should have 150 marchers. And holy Jesus, are they gonna take down this desert altar as well? Look at that swarming. Look at that swarming on that desert altar. And it's not me, I haven't automatically select. Wow, that desert altar is getting a proper swarm. MB2 has definitely got a lot of problems trying to reinforce it. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. That is a lot of points per minute disruption for MB2 if that is actually going down. And it looks like he's about to go down. The health bar of that Richard is looking thinner and thinner. But surprises on the minimap. I'm not sure if you guys are noticing on the top side, the obelisk has been captured by MB2. The top obelisk has been captured by MB2. Was that a really necessary move from MB2, or trying to keep their points per minute? I'm not sure what to say, but This is a point disruption again. This is definitely going down. There you go. Points per minute disruption. Good job, Overlords. Very, very good start from Overlords. And look at the middle. The middle is a done deal. This is a done deal from Overlords. This first arc is gonna be in their favor. They are upping their game. Yep, and this obelisk is definitely gonna go down. That Genghis Khan and this swarm against that Genghis Khan is definitely not gonna last. We got Sarah Connor and Slaudi with Old Chan swarming that obelisk. That obelisk is gonna come back, and it didn't took very long. MB2, they took back their Sky Altar, but there was a points disruption for MB2. Overlords, they achieved what they wanted to get the head start on points, and looks like MB2 is furiously swarming this desert altar. OV is trying to keep this desert altar. No rallies are being launched, or at least I don't see any rallies going on this desert altar as right now. MB2, they do have a rally going on, which is marching with Edward leading by Warpath. So what is happening right now? What is happening right now? Because probably this is the most important thing that everyone is asking. MB2 is just reacting. So as the game is going right now, MB2 is basically just reacting to what OV is doing. So they are just trying to defend. I don't see any rallies hitting none of OV buildings. I don't see reinforcements to those rallies. They are finally taking back this desert altar, but again it was points disruption. You're noticing that OV got a 700 lead. Overlord, they got a 700 lead, and they are also in possession of the arc. Looks like MB2 is trying to delay that arc, but the amount of OV forces that are here in the middle, like I said, it was pretty much a done deal. But MB2 is still sending a lot of marches for that arc. This is gonna be very interesting, but John Wick is unkillable. Look at that. He managed to drag that arc as far as possible. And looks like we have another push from MB2 with Edward on the desert altar. And YSG, which surprisingly they are definitely doing some damage to that desert altar. The same direction where the arc is going. Or their plan is to not deliver the arc. John Wick again, he picked up the arc, like I said. You cannot kill John Wick. But OV, they have so close reinforcements, guys. Right now they have so close reinforcements. They are very close to the camp. They can send the marches really, really fast, and they can keep reinforcing. Oof. Is this desert altar going to survive? But OV will not leave them a minute to think about it, and they are already attacking the Sky Altar. I don't see any reinforcements. There are some reinforcements going. Ironbeard is rallying that Sky Altar with Sadin leading. We have seen these Sadin rallies. They seem to be very productive. The Shrine of War is also being attacked. Slaudi with a massive swarm on that Shrine of War. They definitely want to take it down. In the same time, the arc is being dragged on Overlord's camp, and Overlords, they're already having 1,300 points lead. Cargo Box is trying to bash his way in on this desert altar, but no reinforcements to the rally. Rallies without reinforcements is not causing a lot of damage. There is so much action going on in all places. I'm trying to cover as much as I can. Looks like this desert altar is being contended again. That Richard is not looking really good. This swarm plus that rally is doing so great on this desert altar. More points disruption for MB2, and the Shrine of Life also went down. What is MB2 doing? They are rallying the Shrine of War when they don't have their desert altar and Shrine of Life. John Wick, that with Richard, is delivering the arc. Massive battle, but very slow reply from MB2 on this arc. Like I said, that was a done deal. There were so many forces. They should have pushed already when it was 3 minutes left if they wanted to have a chance on this arc. And looks like MB2 is defending, but like I said, MB2 right now is just reacting. And as crazy as it looks, MB2 managed to defend this sky altar with a lot of work, but they managed to defend. So what is happening on this rally? We have Saladin over there, but there's a lot of marchers going in to swarm the rally, so definitely not gonna cause any damage. Big swarm from MB2 on the desert altar plus a rally, but there's plenty of marchers from OV to try to defend that desert altar. Something tells me that it was not the prime time for MB2 at this hour. Probably they didn't have their top players. Well, excuses are not accepted when you are playing on the semifinals. And John Wick again is dragging the arc, and like I said, I don't think they have plans to deliver it. They have the points per minute advantage. Why would they? Cheesy J is rallying the obelisk, and there is not enough reinforcements. That obelisk is going down so fast that Alexander is not looking great at all. All buildings are being contended right now. Looks like Koala is solo hitting this Shrine of Life. I'm not sure if that is the best choice to do, but this desert altar is still holding. OV, they managed to delay the points per minute for so long. MB2, it's need to wake up. They need to up their game. Right now they are just reacting. OV is pushing them on all sides. They are pushing them so hard. And the sky altar just went down. It literally just went down. A lot of pressure from Overlords against MB2, and looks like Overlords, they want to go on a points per minute game. They want to keep that arc and just deliver it at the end. Really impressive play from Overlords against MB2. They definitely studied their tactics. And like I said, the strategy at the beginning that MB2 was trying, not sending marchers in the middle, it didn't seem to be very successful. MB2, they got back their desert altar, but very late. The points per minute plus the arc is in favor of Overlords. Not looking very good at all. We have a rally hitting the Shrine of War. We see marchers going in on the Shrine of War, but it doesn't look to be so many troops. Maybe 2 marchers and that's it, because that rally is definitely causing some damage. And look at that, plenty of Overlord's marchers over here. This Shrine of War doesn't look good at all. This obelisk rally, they are really a good distraction, so they're probably thinking what is on their mind rallying the obelisk when they cannot keep their buildings. But this is a good distraction. You're noticing the amount of marchers that actually need to swarm that obelisk. All these marchers, they are kept behind and it only takes 5 marchers to fill up a rally, while all these marchers, you know, they are just staying behind to defend So this is the whole point of rallying the obelisk and trying to capture, because it's a really good distraction. And it also forces the enemy to try to keep a defense, to try to pay attention to that thing as well. So, you know, the more you can distribute the attention of your enemy, the better it is for you. But the Shrine of War just went down. Overlords, they just took the Shrine of War. The game is looking very, very good in Overlord's favor. Looks like John Wick is still playing with the arc. Like I said, I believe they want to keep it until the end, or they will just deliver it when everything is in their favor. Once they have their armies in place, and some of these Overlord armies, they should definitely be refreshed before they deliver the arc. They are definitely weak. They should definitely refresh them, or just send them and smash them somewhere. And looks like Overlord is doing the same thing. They probably went like, oh no, you're rallying our obelisk, we're gonna rally your obelisk. Let's see how you deal with that. But looks like MB2 is doing a good job defending that obelisk. There is a Julius Caesar and an Ethelflaed defending. Very interesting choice for defense, but when you have such a massive swarm, it doesn't really matter what you have in defense. Looks like MB2 is doing a push against this desert altar, but again, just a Edward and YSG without support is not gonna do much. Without any marchers to help, you know, it's just a distraction. Right now they are losing the points per minute game. They are 4,000 points behind. They should definitely do something, not just react. They are literally just reacting right now, just defending. Whatever Overlord is throwing at them, that's everything what they're doing. And we're soon gonna see an arc delivery from Overlords. Once all their marchers are in position, they will definitely deliver the arc. Once they have everyone and everything in position. MB2, I believe, is definitely going to defend this. There's too many marchers around not to defend this. Yeah, plenty of marchers from MB2. This will definitely be defended. But like I said, everything that MB2 is doing is just sending rallies with no reinforcements. And they are just reacting right now. And like I just mentioned, the arc has been delivered, and look at the points difference. 7,000 points difference in Overlord's favor. This is looking such a good game for Overlords. MB2, they need the next 2 arcs if they want to have a chance. Unless they have a wild card up their sleeve, I don't see a very good game for MB2 right now. Again, rally sent with almost no reinforcements. Someone did attack this, but looks like it was just a tryout. I don't see anyone farming provisions, so I definitely don't see a wild card from MB2, you know, hoping for something very, very cool at the end. There is someone farming. Yeah, there is some players farming, but nothing looking that crazy in terms of farming. OV will not leave a moment. They are still putting the pressure on MB2. They're not gonna let them take a moment of break. Tio is also rallying the Shrine of Life, and it looks like it's a 50-50 over here. That Minamoto is not looking well, even though there is marchers. Fate, you should just reinforce the rally. You guys have a chance to cause a points disruption over here. But there's reinforcements going on the Shrine of Life. They will definitely defend this Shrine of Life, but with a cost. Failed attempt on OV's Sky Altar, and looks like OV is also hitting their Sky Altar. And there is not enough reinforcements on the Sky Altar by the amount of damage that is being done by Ironbeard Rally. There's definitely not enough reinforcements on the Sky Altar, and looks like Ironbeard is trying to stop any type of reinforcements that are coming in. He's definitely causing some damage to all the marchers that are just trying to get in. Very good job on Ironbeard trying to stop the reinforcement. It definitely worked. That Sky Altar is not looking good. OV is doing a good job on the Sky Altar, and again it's going to be points disruption. Cheesy J is launching a rally on the obelisk. Again, they need to secure points right now. It's half of the game. They are 7,000 behind. Not sure if I would spend the marches to keep rallying. 4.5 minutes until the arc spawning, and the presence is insanely high from both teams, and MB2 is not sleeping for a moment. It's sending a lot of marches in the middle. They are realizing the next two arcs are going to be very crucial for them. MB2, they definitely need the next two arcs because OV is putting too much pressure on them, and the points per minute is so much in favor again on OVs. Yep, there you go. 150 points per minute. MB2 just lost. That Constantine defending has done a very good job. There is a Constantine and a Richard defending on that desert altar. They seem to be doing a very good job defending. Very defensive team over here. The obelisk is being rallied as well. That Minamoto is not doing well at all. Cheesy might just capture the obelisk. Very crucial moment, and looks like MB2 is losing even more points per minute. So MB2, they just send marches in the middle, which seems to be doing a good job. Do we see a comeback from MB2? Chat, shout out, cheer up for MB2, because they seem they are trying to have a comeback. It seems that they are overwhelming the middle, but they are losing the points per minute. But this is definitely interesting right now. They are not sending any marches for reinforcements with this rally. This is one major problem. And 300 points per minute, that is a lot. It only takes about 10 minutes, and that arc is gonna mean nothing that MB2 is trying to take right now. If I would be Overlords at this moment, I would not send any more marches in the middle. I would let them take the arc, and I would just direct all the marches to defend these buildings. But if Overlords is gonna take this arc, that is a sealed game. That is a done deal for Overlords. If Overlords manage to take this arc. But the MB2 presence in the middle is very high, but it costs them dearly. It's costing them dearly. Looks like Slowdy is mobilizing to do a backstab from the other side, and he's pretty much going to direct the other forces as well. They won't care what's gonna happen with the Shrine of Fort. This was just points disruption, which is done its purpose, and looks like this building is contented as well, which is doing a very good job. Wow, this is going to be a fatal blow for MB2, because OV is also preparing a huge backstab from the other side going into the middle. This is going to be a very interesting play. Looks like John Wick is running for his life right now. MB2 presence is very heavy in the middle. 1 minute until the arc is gonna spawn, and both teams are fighting for their life, but Overlord is leading in points per minute with quite a lot. And for them, capturing the Sky Altar just gave them a little bit of points. 3 minutes until MB2 is gonna start generating points from that Sky Altar, and looks like this Desert Altar is gonna be captured as well. Very good looking for OV right now, and like I just said, middle is being crazy swarmed by MB2 forces. The next arc is gonna be 3,500 points. 3,500 points, but how much points per minute did NB2 lost all together just to get that arc? This is how much it cost them. This is how much it cost them. A lot of points per minute. 20. That obelisk did last for a very long time. OV did took their time taking that obelisk back. There's gonna be 5 seconds, and if someone is really fast, he can actually teleport. Yep, it has been. There was just a slightly second that someone could have just teleported there and just caused problems non-stop, but it didn't happen. And the NB2 is definitely going to take back the Shrine of War, but again, that was points disruption and too many forces from NB2 over here in the middle. They are definitely dragging this arc, but OV, they are most likely just trying to slow them down. OV is having the points per minute. Like I said, it only takes probably even less than 10 minutes until this arc is going to be obsolete and it's not going to be anything. Very good play from OV so far. 24 minutes left and there is a 10,000 lead. 10,000 lead from Overlords against MB2. This arc is now very crucial for MB2 to try to get back some of their points. They did get back their half of the buildings, but the points disruption was for a very long time and not many reinforcements to the buildings. This Shrine of Life is still not being taken back, and looks like Overlords, they have just occupied, and that means they will start generating points per minute. NB2 is dragging this arc slowly and slowly on their side, but Overlords might just have something up their sleeves because they are preparing their marches. They are definitely preparing their marches. Ironbeard is also rallying the Sky Altar. The rally is gonna hit anytime soon, but I just said it 20 minutes ago. MB2 is just reacting. They are literally just reacting. They are not trying to do any major push. I don't know where are their marchers. They are just sending rallies with 0 reinforcements. It looks like they are dragging this arc closely and closely, but this could be a very tricky play from OV. If OV is gonna capture the Shrine of War, they can literally capture the arc. So literally MB2 can do a favor for them. This is something we haven't seen in any of the games. So once you capture the Shrine of War, if the arc is here, you can just literally capture it, because this is gonna be your Shrine of War. So this is something Overlords can do if they actually focus the necessary force to get back. But looks like OV is mobilizing a lot of marchers in the middle. There is 2 marchers from MB2 just sitting there. Very good play from Overlords. MB2 need to get up on their game, to be honest, right now. There you go. Slowdy is rallying the Shrine of War and starting the swarm. The swarm, he started a little bit too soon. He should wait for the rally to hit. Because right now his march is being hit, and that Edward would have done a lot more damage in the long run. This Sky Altar is also being challenged, but no reinforcements. Again, you're noticing no reinforcements on the rally, and MB2 is gonna manage to defend it. But there's good distraction. Took quite a long time for MB2 to take back these buildings, but they're finally taking them back. Again, a lot of point disruption. Yep, this Shrine of Life is also gonna go down. And looks like MB2, they heard me and they are not going on that way, because that building is not looking very well. It's not in good shape right now. So they are dragging the building down, which is gonna take them a longer time. It's gonna take them a longer time to get to that outpost, because they are being slowed every single time. The points per minute is still in favor of OV. The difference is still very high. This arc and the next one are going to be more crucial that they can think about. And MB2 is still mobilizing forces in the middle while struggling to hold their buildings and doing a little bit of offensive in the same time. This is definitely gonna be defended. The Sky Altar is gonna last. Rally with no reinforcements. Oof. MB2 looks like they are preparing to defend this, but I'm not sure where they're sending their marchers. Plenty of armies from both teams here in the middle. Ronnie, show us the full map. Guys, I forgot to ask, is the sound too loud from the game? When there is battle, let me know if the sound is too loud when there is battles. I just lowered it a little bit. Wow, massive war in the middle and on the Shrine of War. A lot of battles. So this is how the full maps looks like right now. 590 points per minute. It's very soon gonna stabilize in about a minute. 30 seconds is gonna be another 150 points, and in about a minute it's gonna stabilize. Half and half, but there's 12,000 points lead from Overlords right now. 12,000 points. There's definitely gonna be counter-offensive from Overlords. This might not last very long for MB2. They need to do something. And looks like Koala is dragging that arc. Good play from Koala over there with Saladin dragging the arc. Overlords, like I mentioned, they are delaying this as much as they can because they are owning the points per minute, so they can afford it. But this Shrine of War is going down. Like I said, Overlords, they are not going to sleep. They are sending counter offensive, and this Shrine of War is definitely going down. MB2 again, just a single rally on the Desert Altar, no reinforcements, no swarm. The Shrine of War is also being attacked, but again, single rally, no reinforcements. And Overlords is rallying, and there is reinforcements as well. There is rally plus swarm on this Desert Altar. Is looking really good. Yeah, Overlords is dragging this arc closer and closer, and looks like Overlords, they are trying to take that outpost, delaying the capture of this arc even more. They have the points per minute game. They can afford this. They can afford this. They are swarming that outpost. That's only 500k reinforcements in that outpost. It's not gonna take long until that outpost is gonna go down. MB2 forces starting to look thin. Will Overlords gonna turn this around on their favor and start dragging it on their side? Are we going to see this moment? And on the last second, the outpost has been captured. Now Overlords, if they are smart, they can capture that arc. All they have to do is just drag it and capture it, and they will capture the arc. They have the outpost. They have the outpost. All they have to do is just capture it. Don't drag it on the other side, just take it on the outpost. But OV forces seems to be very, very thin. Or not, they are coming back. They're definitely coming back. Yep. John Connor, but he's taking the arc on the other side. They have the outpost. Anyway, that's really their choice, I suppose. They have the outpost over there. And look for how long they're managing to hold this outpost. They keep dragging the arc on the left side. That's very interesting. Very crazy play. Looks like MB2 did a small backstab over there, trying to level the playfield, I suppose. And again, MB2 double C rally. Oh my days. Have I seen this? End of days. Seen a double C rally in a semi-final arc. But OV is sealing the deal with this arc. MB2 forces that nothing that crazy in the middle. Are they abandoning the ship? There's 30 minutes left. There's over 12,000 points. Not sure there is much they can do. They have put so much effort on this arc and they are still not managing to take it. This outpost is still in the possession of OV. Very crazy play from OV. Will they deliver this arc as well? They are finally listening to my words. They are hearing me. I'm whispering and they are finally hearing it. They have a freaking outpost over there. Just go ahead and deliver it. You guys see how easy it is. You let the enemy take the arc on their position and then you just occupy their outpost and then you take it if you have the forces or you have the maneuverability. It's very easy, guys. It's very easy. You don't have to drag it all the way back to your side if you have the forces over there. But looks like that outpost is definitely being heavily challenged, is definitely needing reinforcements if they want to actually take that arc over there. They definitely need to send reinforcements or at least swarm those marches down. And do we see an arc delivery on the outpost? Something is happening. I think the outpost is filled up or the arc just dropped again. OV, they have successfully escorted the Ark of Osiris on the enemy side. On the enemy side, ladies and gentlemen. First time that I have seen this in Ark of Osiris or Osiris League. Enemy delivering the arc on the enemy side. Wow. Just wow. Wild play. wild play from Overlord. Congratulations to them. This pretty much seal off the deal. 16,000 points difference. That's gonna be it. And Overlord, they are still putting so much pressure on their buildings, having all these marchers so far away from home on this outpost and battling over here and still putting a lot of pressure on their buildings. This is an insane play from Overlords. This is something that we all wanted to see. MB2 is just literally being overwhelmed. They are forced to just send rallies with no reinforcements, which at this level of play game is not gonna do much. Sending rallies with no reinforcements is not gonna do much. All MB2 buildings are lit. They have an Eulji leading the defense. There's nothing wrong with Eulji leading the defense as long as he has the proper Garrison build. But does he have that? And there's no reinforcements. Iron Bear is gonna cause points per minute disruption, but the deal, it's pretty much done. Yep, there is no turning back from this. All the buildings are being lit. They are all flicking right now. But again, Overlords just took down the Shrine of War. Look at the amount of marchers they have put in to try defend that Shrine of War. There is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 marchers. It didn't make a difference. Overlords, they just took it down. The Sky Altar went down as well. There were only 3 marchers defending. But finally, something very, very crazy that first time we have seen probably in this game. MB2 took down Overlord's Sky Altar on the bottom side. Pretty late, 9 minutes left into the game with 16,000 points difference. There is a Scipio defending. Somebody yell at that Scipio. Somebody change that Garrison commander. Who in the hell put a Scipio in defense? This is when things go wrong in Ark of Osiris. When you see a Scipio defending a building. There's definitely something going wrong, and he's still defending. Not sure if I could say he's doing a good job, but it's probably working. Since they are not changing him. 2 armies defeated. Are they trying new things? Are they trying something new? At least if they would have done that, I would have done with Eulji leading. But they're definitely causing a lot of damage. But yeah, I mean, Scipio defending like a boss. That Scipio is defending like a boss right now. And another Scipio is hitting that Scipio, and this is a whole lot of level of gameplay. And this outpost did not go down. Overlords, they are still here. That's very, very crazy. Will there be time for another arc? Well, Overlords are in position. 3 minutes to take it. That's very possible that we might see another arc delivery from Overlords, even though the points is such a huge difference. But looks like MB2, they got pissed off, but that outpost is not going down. It's still getting reinforcements. Wow. Just wow. Overall, they're just flashing their muscles right now. They're just showing what they can do. Very, very crazy play. And again, Double C leading a... Is that Double C leading a rally? Definitely is Double C. Or there's a single march. No, there's a single march. It's not a rally. I was about to say... Double C leading a rally again. So MB2, they finally got back their half. It looks like Overlords, they just took their obelisk. Trying to pay back with the same coin, and finally this outpost went down. MB2, they finally took this outpost back, but the points per minute is so in their favor. And the outpost went down again. Very funny play on this outpost. Looks like MB2, they also launch a rally on this obelisk, but again, they're definitely going to take down. That is going down so fast, they won't have time for reinforcements. No, it's something went in. Something went in, but it won't last for very long. They need some proper infantry in there. Yep, they definitely need some proper infantry in there. No, I think that obelisk is gonna... Yeah, nah, again reinforcements went in. Yep, that obelisk is gonna last. Good reaction from Overlord on that one. Looks like Theo is sending a rally plus marchers on this desert altar, and this desert altar is not looking good. What is looking on this side? Looks like a lot of marchers being smashed on this desert altar. MB2 just got pissed off on Constantine. Die, Constantine, die! It never went down the entire game. You're going down now. This is what probably they're saying. But again, OV, they're still here in the middle. 45 seconds. I'll be really curious if they can deliver another arc, but they have a very fast Belisarius over there with just a fingernail of health. If someone would just sneeze on his side while he's delivering the arc, and he's gonna die. But OV is not sleeping, is still putting pressure on them, and look at that. The desert altar just went down. A huge points difference, a huge points difference. I was honestly not expecting this. I was expecting a much closer game since MB2 got so far, but like I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, MB2, the way they got here, it also involved a lot of luck on their previous wins. But hey, they made it in the semi-finals, so congrats to them. But now OV is going for the finals. Is definitely one of the top 2 best teams in the world on Rise of Kingdoms. They are definitely winning this game, and either winning or not winning, they are still one of the top 2 best teams. So congratulations to Overlords, and thank you for giving us this very nice and beautiful game. Pretty much just wild gameplay right now. Is this arc going to be delivered? There is plenty of time for another arc delivery. Plenty of time. 1 minute and 20 seconds. Wow. Overlords, they want to widen the gap even more. Minamoto defending the desert altar. I don't think they pretty much Overlords care at this point. Is that a Belisarius? No, that's a Saladin leading the defense. That's a good defense. Yep, this desert altar went down like I just said. Minamoto leading the defense. That's it, like a boss, Antun. Fate. Deliver that arc like a boss. So MB2, they sent all those marchers to smash on the desert altar. So once all those 10 marchers died, now they're sending a rally. What is the logic behind it? Well, it is the end game, so they're just probably sending troops to smash. So it looks like Theo and Slowdy and Ironbeard. Well, no, that's Aki. Ironbeard, I don't know his name. Wow, a lot of players with an insane amount of points. Over 100,000 for players. John Rambo. Sarah Connor. Coffee. Let's see from the other side. Cargo Box, Warpath, Cheesy, Koala. But again, not a lot of points. And the arc has been delivered. The gap is 22,000 points, 50%. Wow. Good job and congratulations to OV for sealing up this game. And congratulations to them for going in the semi-finals. We are definitely gonna have a semi-final to remember, guys. This was a very nice game. I did enjoy it. Maximum gameplay from Overlords. Aki, 164,000 points. That's a lot of points. Champion of Egypt. Definitely. Alright guys, now stay tuned because the second game is about to start in just a couple of moments. And look at the units healed. Now this is something that you guys want to keep in mind, and this is a very good remark. Now Overlords, they were the winning side and they healed more troops than NB2. So NB2 did not went in with a spirit of winning. The provision score is pretty similar. The occupation score and the R score is just overwhelming for NB2. NB2 has a very low occupation and Ark of Osiris score. But like I've mentioned, Overlords, they were the winning side from the beginning and they healed more millions of troops than NB2. This actually tells you something about the dedication and how driven they went in to actually win the game. So congratulations to Overlords for the win. NB2 have tried their best. They are still one of the top 4. Alright guys, I'm just going to do this verification rewards and we are going on to our second game in just a couple of moments. Let's go in and let's watch our second game of today. So we have on the left one NB8 and we have on the right JWM. Now I have to say that this is the prime time for NB8. They definitely have their top 30 players playing, so we have to exceed and expect a high level of playing from one NB8. And I'm really curious to see if one NB8 have prepared something for JWM to overcome the provision score, because this is what JWM has been excelling on this OSIRIS league. They have been excelling on the provision score. They always made an insane amount of provision points. Will one NB8 have something prepared against that? We're about to find out, because the gates are going to be lifted in just 15 seconds. And the madness, the second game of today, the hype is real from the first one. Let's see if this second game is actually gonna be as entertaining as the other one. Are we gonna see different strategies, different gameplays? We're about to find out. Tier 1 troops right off the bat. Those are not tier 1, just 2 marches of tier 1, but MO is very far behind. Maybe the beginning is not so important for them. Let's see the other teams. The other teams are not rushing either. I see Fizrock and Michelle, which again, they are far behind. So this is something very interesting from all the teams. They never have the top players capturing the obelisks. Right, now let's see who is the first one that is going to capture the obelisk. Is there going to be a gap difference? Will any of the team going to have a high advantage? The way I've seen it, as the marchers going out of the gate, the tier 1 marchers, I don't think there will be a very huge gap on capturing the obelisk. "15 seconds to capture this one." One NBA, they already captured 2 of their outposts. We see marchers mobilizing on all directions. Hulk, Johnny, and Rally, double C Rally, 1 minute and 40 seconds until he's gonna hit the mark. Looks like JWM, they already captured one of their obelisks. Yep, like I said, nothing crazy on obelisk capture. Everything seems to be alright right now, but there is a rally going on this, and that is a very fast double C rally. And one NBA, they are barely capturing it now, but they're already having a rally going on, so they are sealing down the deal. I mean, literally the rally is 50 seconds slower than the tier 1 march. What the freaking F. This is why the rally, the main player, needs to send the tier 1s to capture the obelisk faster. So looks like one NBA, the top obelisk versus the bottom obelisk, has been captured faster. Now looks like JWM, they are not stopping. 35 seconds and this rally is gonna hit, and there's still 2 minutes to capture that. This is gonna be a very interesting play. Is one NBA gonna have some very fast reinforcements on that obelisk, or did JWM just cancel the rally? Yes, the JWM, they just canceled the rally. Whew. We were about to see something very interesting, and this is what I want to see. Aggressive play, taking chances. This Desert Altar first occupation score is 750 points. If you have the strategy for it, you can definitely capture it. You have marchers following, so if you're fast at tapping it, you'll take it, you reinforce it, and you'll get the slight edge advantage of 750 first occupation score. This is something I do in most of my games. And looks like they're sending another march over here, but 1MB8 is also sending marches, so this is a bit of a problem. 1MB8 presence on the top is not that crazy. They didn't send a rally on this side. JWM is in position heavily on the top side, and I believe it's the same on the bottom side. And 1NBA, they haven't went for this Desert Altar. They are definitely preparing marches, but they probably disbanded the rally on the Shrine of War. Not taking risks, not taking chances. That doesn't show. Well, let's see. Let's not take decisions or, you know, predict what's gonna happen before it happens. Looks like JWM is preparing in the middle. 1NBA presence is very thin in the middle, and this is one mistake that you don't want to see, just going and solo hitting players. Oof. Looks like 1NBA that they were really fast at tapping. They were faster than JWM, and they just captured their Sky Altar. But looks like on the top side the JWM player was faster, and that's gonna delay the capture of the Shrine of Life. Yep. Nope, that desert altar is gonna remain in possession of 1 NBA. There's too many 1 NBA forces over there. JWM is retreating, is a no-go, but they did delay the bottom, and look on the left side. That is insane. JWM, they just got their sky altar I just mentioned. This is 751st occupation score. These are the first buildings that need to be reinforced. Make sure there is troops next by. Every single player can monitor the map and what's happening on the game. It don't necessarily every single time someone needs to tell them what they need to do. They can see themselves, because this is points disruption. Until they capture it back, this is gonna take time. And my dog agrees as well about everything I'm saying. He's in the background, he's cheering up. So 1 NBA, they have mobilized all these forces here in the middle, and not launching any counteroffensive, because looks like JWM is definitely reinforcing the middle. They are preparing for this arc. 1 NBA looks very thin in the middle. Honestly, very decent start, and there is a double C leading the defense. A double C leading the defense. JWM, what are you doing? They didn't pay attention at all. They could have caused way more damage or delayed this Sky Altar capture for way longer if there would have been a much suitable command, and there was plenty of marches to pick from. Genghis, double C, Genghis Barca. That someone had a Saladin for sure with that Genghis. Would have been a much better choice. Anyway, it's done deal now. But looks like 1 NB8 is putting a lot of pressure on that desert altar, and we see some Wu Zetian in action right now. Will Wu Zetian manage to defend that desert altar? That is a question. Everyone is praising Wu Zetian, such a formidable defensive commander. Will Wu Zetian manage to hold this desert altar? But JWM is definitely getting the first occupation score from it, but they're not gonna get a lot of points per minute for much longer. And there you go. As strong as Wu Zetian is, still went down with the right amount of push. It looks like 1 NB8 is doing some heavy pushing. So 1 NB8, they have skipped the middle, but they are doing a severe push on the Shrine of War. Looks like they are upping their game right now. They are also doing a push on the Sky Altar, but there's plenty of marchers on the top side from JWM, plus a full reinforcement. There you go, that Sky Altar is safe. JWM is also sending a rally on this Shrine of Life, but again, without reinforcements, is not going to do a lot. But this is a very interesting moment. 1 NB8, heavy presence going on that Shrine of War with a Wu Zetian defending. Rallies plus Swarm. That Wu Zetian is definitely putting some work on all these marchers swarming down. Is 1 NB8 actually stepping up their game, their level of gameplay? This is a definitely interesting moment. Right now the points per minute is looking in favor of 1 NBA, but this is not all, because we all know JWM is doing very well with provision score, and the middle is sealed. This is one problem with players in the middle. They are going one by one. This is a waste. This is a waste. All these players going one by one. This is something that players need to learn when they play at this high level of gameplay. You don't go one march at a time, it just doesn't work. Noodle has launched a rally on the Shrine of Life, but again Wu Zetian defending, and looks like there is a Constantine defending the Shrine of War, which seems to be a very solid defense. JWM looks like they have sent some marchers from the middle to aid the Shrine of War recapturing back. The points per minute is in one NBA favor as it is right now, but again we all know the provision score JWM is able to provide. Let's just have a quick peek. And I just see one player farming right now on this side. Let's see on the other side. I don't see anything crazy. I see one player over here, JWM Monster, but nothing else crazy being farmed. I see another march going there. Plenty of marchers farming provisions, but not sure they are doing it the right way. Anyway, they are well known for causing a lot of provision score like that. Again, rally sent with no reinforcements, most likely destruction. JWM, they got back their desert altar. How is the middle presence? The Ark of Osiris will appear in couple of seconds. G1 NBA forces, there are none present in the middle. JWM, they might just take that first arc. It looks like this Shrine of War is being heavily swarmed down by JWM. This Shrine of War is going down. Yep, it is a done deal. Definitely. So JWM is getting back their points. Definitely one NBA has stepped up their game. They are leading a little bit with points per minute. And we see a Charles leading rally going on that obelisk. And we see a Frederick rally going on the Shrine of Life. Fizruk is rallying with Saladin, but there is also a counter rally from Major. Very good counter rally and very good timing on the counter rally as well. JWM has captured the Ark and looks like there is nothing to stop it. There's 3,000 points, which will definitely overcome all the points per minute one NBA managed to have at the start. We see a rally plus marchers going on the Shrine of War, and I don't see any reinforcements on that Shrine of War. So one NBA, they have a crazy good start at the beginning. I hope they're not dropping back now. Noodle is rallying with YSG on the Shrine of Life. We also see another rally, another march from Noodle. There is a Wu Zetian defending. Is that Alexander? That's indeed Alexander. That is a YSG Alexander defense. There is a Sun Tzu. Now that is very interesting because that Shrine of Life did not get reinforcements. It's getting one right now. Looks like it's pretty even so far. A little bit in favor. But there's still one march hitting. Now this is a very interesting if this rally is gonna make it or not. I don't even see the composition of the rally, to be honest. That's a little bit disturbing. But anyway. That is a done deal with the Ark. If you look at the minimap, the Ark has been delivered, or at least is next to the outpost. The Shrine of War is being challenged by JWM. And the altar as well. So looks like Wu Zetian with one reinforcement against a rally is managing to defend. But again, there is a YSG Alexander rally. Not sure if that is the best option for a rally, but still, Wuzitian is doing some work on defense. Oof. Ooh, so looks like JWM, they did capture the arc. The points per minute is going in favor of JWM right now. The Shrine of War went down. That rally with those marchers, one NBA that did not see them. This rally should have had reinforcements by now. This is rallying for a while now. Nobody paid attention to this. And JWM is heavily defending this Shrine of War. The Shrine of War is not going down. But this Shrine of Life, on the other hand, with no reinforcements, is going down. One NBA is not paying attention to these small buildings, not sending, and this is a lot of points disruption for them. The Desert Altar are the most important, but there wasn't even like a heavy push on the smaller buildings. Not very good. JWM is taking the lead on points per minute and points overall. It's 2200. Not very hard to overcome, but right now, one NBA, after having such a good start at the beginning, they are just reacting at this point. They are trying to regroup. I'm not sure what they're trying to do, but they need to do something. They need to do something like 5 minutes ago. This Sky Altar is also being challenged, but there's plenty of marchers over here. So good job so far defending the important buildings, which gives the most points. But again, look at the amount of JWM forces over here. And one NBA forces almost non-existent. Oof. Was that a counter rally? That was a counter rally. They swarmed down the counter rally, and now they'll just swarm the building. And that's a lot of points disruption for one NBA. This is not looking good for them. Where are their marchers? They have 2, 4, 6, 7 players over here. That's 35 marchers. The arc is gonna spawn in 5 minutes. There's plenty of time to send troops in the middle. This is a lot of points disruption. Yeah, JWM just got the moment, took the opportunity, and they did not wait. They just put the pressure, and they're just literally making JWM right now with all the points per minute disruption. They're literally making this arc almost obsolete, because all these points one NBA is not making, is JWM making, which is a lot of points. Because they are also capturing the buildings, and again, Wuzitian defending. This is an Alex and Richard rally. Okay. Well, Alex and Richard seems to doing some work on the defense, but there's also marchers swarming right now, the defense. 670 points versus 280 points right now. Again, 3000 points advantage from JWM. This arc, it is important, and looks like one NBA has massively marched forces over here, and they are just swarming down everything they see in the middle. 3 minutes and 30 seconds for the arc to spawn, and I think they just want to clear every troops that are, but JWM is sending more forces in the middle. They have the points per minute. They can afford to dispatch more marchers in the middle, while one NBA, they are struggling right now to keep their half of the deal. And let's not forget the points, the provision score that JWM is able to pull. I know you guys probably heard that enough so far. You probably don't want to hear it anymore, but this is the gameplay. That's how they play. So I have to mention about it. Yep, that Shrine of Life is finally going back in one NBA possession, but that took a lot of time. JWM just stole a lot of points per minute from one NBA. And this desert altar is probably the most important part. And it's gonna be captured in 23 seconds. There is a double C leading. I don't think JWM cares about that right now, as they care to seal off the middle because they are being in trouble here in the middle. One NBA presence is pretty heavy, so this is a little bit concerning for them as it is right now. They definitely don't want to let one NBA get this, but like I mentioned, heavy presence from one NBA, and JWM is sending more and more reinforcements in the middle. Crazy mobilization from JWM while putting pressure on the buildings. But one NBA is not sleeping, and they are not dropping this opportunity, and they are launching counteroffensive on their buildings with whatever marches they have. Hopefully they will seal off this deal, because that's a lot of points per minute that JWM is actually stealing again from one NBA. The difference is going for almost 4,000 points as it is right now. Shrine of Life is back, but I don't see any marches going there to either reinforce or try to protect that Shrine of Life. JWM just sent a rally, but again probably just a distraction, and this is very important. It's a very important moment. If one NBA will take this down, I see a lot of Alexanders hitting, but no reinforcements in the rally, or there was just a solo hitting. Is that a Boudica? Holy jeez, guys, the end is near. We see a Boudica on the battlefield. In the Osiris League semi-finals. The end is near. We've seen a Scipio, and now we've seen a Boudica. Wow, the rally got demolished. The rally literally got demolished. Feels good. What are you doing, brother? Just go smash the desert altar, disrupt their points per minute. It's very crucial right now for one NBA to do any points disruption and try to recoup back as many points as they can. Looks like Fizrook is also doing an offensive on this one, but they also need reinforcements. They definitely need heavy reinforcements. They finally took down this desert altar. It took them a lot of push to take down this desert altar. The arc has appeared. The presence of both teams is heavy, but one NBA is dragging the arc down. He's dragging the arc down. JWM is dragging the arc down. I'm sorry, not one NBA. Wow. JWM is doing a good job targeting Minamotos and targeting the weak marches, just reducing the number of the marches which are desperately going for that arc. Wow, that arc is still going down. All these forces, they are being minced like a meat grinder. They are going through a meat grinder right now to try to stop that arc. That's so crucial that they stop that arc. And the swarm is still happening on this desert altar. Just one reinforcement, just one more reinforcement, but that desert altar is still holding on. And the same march is still dragging down the arc. This is a almost sealed deal from JWM. Very fast march from JWM. Nothing was able to stop that double C. That was insane. That double C is unstoppable. That infantry is not able to catch it, and now they are being targeted and slowed. Wow, very fast capture from JWM on the second arc. And one NBA still failing to take down this desert altar. Wuzitian is definitely doing heavy work in defense, but it's also getting reinforcements, and looks like this swarm is failing. They have successfully escorted the Ark of Osiris, and one NBA didn't manage to put any heavy pressure on GWM. 8,000 points difference in GWM favor. This is looking very, very heavy, and looks like GWM is still putting pressure on their buildings. Counter rally from one NB8, but with the defense, this rally is going down. It's definitely going down. Saladin rally on the sky altar, but again, just one march to reinforce. This is insane. That desert altar is still getting reinforcements and is still holding on. The middle players, they are coming to aid this desert altar to hold on. Uncle DZ, you march for half an hour to get here. Where are you going now? Yep, the middle guys, they just came in. They are definitely reinforcing the desert altar. Yep, this is gonna be a fail. Great defense from GWM on that desert altar. Great defense. Saladin and YSG seems to be the rally meta right now. But one NBA, they managed to take the sky altar, although there's 8,000 points difference. And I don't want to count the provision score, to be honest. But 8,000 points. GWM is also rallying this sky altar, which seems to be a Charles. Charles and Richard defending. So this sky altar definitely needs reinforcements, otherwise it's not looking good. Yep, this desert altar just defended. Too many forces and reinforcements from GWM. A bit of pressure on this desert altar. Not sure if it's looking that good, but the rally is also not looking good. One NBA will most likely defend this. Just a slightly moment of points disruption to GWM as it is right now. Nothing that crazy. I'm sure they have plenty of points to play around with. And this rally was cancelled. This rally was cancelled to reinforce and help defend the sky altar. How about that? That was very nice move from them, disbanding that rally to try to capture, get some points. They need to get some points because GWM is mobilizing to try to get it back. It's very important to get it back. The rally is still going on this desert altar, but yeah, it's finally going down. Again, rally sent, but not crazy amount of reinforcements. It was doing some work, but the defense is getting reinforcements, and at that point it pretty much doesn't matter so much who you're having in the defense. As long as you keep pouring in troops and you're having a good defense commander, it's definitely gonna work. So GWM is definitely challenging the sky altar. Oof, there is a Saladin and a YSG in that defense, putting some work on all these marches. Wow, that rally is getting demolished. That rally is definitely getting demolished. Yep. There you go. Good defense from one NBA. They need to send more marchers here. This is very important. If they keep the sky altar for a longer time, that's a nice points per minute. They sent rally again. No reinforcements. This is a done deal here on the bottom side. And something tells me there is 3 minutes. There is 3 minutes and there is heavy mobilization in the middle. Definitely. Heavy mobilization in the middle. Looks like one NB8 is clearing off the troops, but again, if they would manage to, they will not manage to. If they would have managed to keep the sky altar for longer, to keep the points per minute high, to try to level up the game. There's 25 minutes left, but the difference is so high on JWM favor. Rally from Michelle going on right now on the desert altar. YSG seems to be the choice of actions, which is definitely causing some damage. YSG and Alexander again. Very interesting. Why don't they send Alexander and YSG? Why are they sending YSG and Alexander? Plus the swarm seems to be doing some damage on the defense. Rally and swarm. But again, the building is definitely going to get reinforcements in 1.5 minutes until the arc is going to spawn, and JWM is going heavily again in the middle, while NB8 is trying to clear. One NB8 is trying to clear as many forces as they can, but I see a lot of Belisarius in the middle, and Minamotos and YSG. And Constantines and Herman? Hello, Herman. Was machst du? Crazy clash from both teams in the middle. Don't crash. No, we crashed. The animation was too big. Alright, no problem, chat. We are getting back in action in no time. OSIRIS League. We are back in action. So they automatically reduce the graphics. There's nothing you can do about it. Yep, so there you go. This is the moment when something goes wrong, when one march is fighting alone against 5 other marches. Looks like JWM is trying to put some pressure on their buildings while focusing in the middle. The arc has just spawned. Yep, there you go. The arc has just spawned, and I see one NB8 capturing it. Yes, one Sebo, he captured the arc and he's starting to drag it with his Genghis Khan. But heavy presence from JWM in the middle in the same time. One NB8 is probably trying as heavy as they can to stop him, and is definitely getting targeted. And Genghis Khan is being slowed the moment he's being hit by a 10%. All the buildings are being challenged. One NB8 is trying to top their game as much as they can. Fizrock, one NB8, he lost control. Fizrock is trying again something on the sky altar. Major is sending a counter rally. Again, no reinforcements on this rally, just rally. But this has been going on for a while. Huge swarm from one NB8 on that desert altar. JWM has captured the arc, but they lost control of the arc. They are fighting for this arc. 8,000 points difference. The points per minute is the same. 21 minutes left. One NB8 is swarming this desert altar with everything they have. With everything they have. Looks like more reinforcements from JWM is coming into the middle. How is that desert altar still hanging on? Nobody knows. It's probably not enough damage going on the desert altar. And I see a reinforcements going in, or no? Any reinforcements going in? Is that Scipio going in? I think so. That Scipio is definitely going in to reinforce on the last minute. But Richards are not doing a lot of damage. Alexanders and Charles, they are not doing a lot of damage. So there's not a lot of damaging marches hitting the desert altar. Plus reinforcements went in. But there is a rally hitting again the desert altar. So the battle is going on and on. They don't want to give them a minute to... Yep, there you go, the rally from Michel. And how is the situation with the arc going on? Looks like one NB8 is struggling. One NB8 is definitely struggling to capture the arc. So I think one NBA, they have the arc and they are doing nothing, but they are finally moving, and they died. Not looking good in the middle, and this desert altar is starting to be a done deal again. You're swarming the desert altar, okay, but if you're having Charles and Richards and Barkas hitting the desert altar, commanders that don't do skill damage, you'll never take it down. You need pure skill damage if you're swarming a building, if you want to take it down, otherwise it won't work. And this desert altar from 1MB8 is not looking very good. JWM 666 with this rally seems to be causing some heavy damage. They definitely need to reinforce this. They cannot afford to lose points. And looks like this arc is still standing still. I'm not sure who's capturing it, but 1NB8, they captured it, they lost it. Looks like JWM, what is doing, it's a very smart move. They are targeting any fast and weak marches. That's the first thing that you need to target on a battlefield. When Richard and Charles are left and Alexander, those are not going to be a problem later on. But you need the fast marches to go down, the weak marches, the double C marches, the Genghis marches, those are all weak. When you have that many infantry, that's what they're supposed to focus. And another rally on the sky altar, which seems to fail. Not enough reinforcements. How is this one looking? Looks like this desert altar got reinforcements and is gonna stay alive for a little longer. How is the arc situation going on right now? I think Oleg is gonna capture it. Yep, Oleg has captured it, but he's being targeted, even though he's dragging it, but he's still moving it a little bit. 0.1 inches, he still moved it. One Sebo, he's coming back with his marches. Heavy delay from JWM on this arc. Again, 7,000 points in favor of JWM. This arc is valued of 3,500 if I'm correct. I think this is only the second arc. Then this is 3,500, but still it's better than nothing. JWM is again sending Frederick Raleigh and YSG second on the Shrine of Life, and there is one archer reinforcements which can go in on that rally. But I think it's actually solo hitting, and he's still solo hitting from the front. He's finally going on the side. This might be a very good points disruption. One NB8 is again having an attempt on the Shrine of War. What is happening with the Ark? The Ark is being dragged down by Stormblast. GG Stormblast, keep dragging that Ark down, but again 8,400 points difference. And this Desert Altar has... it doesn't want to show the battle reports. Would have been something to see. Michelle and 666. Usually the rally readers, they're having the highest points. What is happening? Yep, over here the Ark has been dropped, but JWM looking strong. And one NB8 is still reinforcing this. What is happening on the top? Because this was about to go down. The swarm is happening. One NB8 is sending reinforcements on the Shrine of Life. JWM Max has captured the Ark of Osiris. Is he starting to drag the Ark down? Don't think so. One NB8 is again... no, he dropped it. Yep, JWM is being overwhelmed because one NB8 they have very fast reinforcements, but again 8,300 points difference, and again some points disruption, 80 per minute, but it's still something. Look how many troops they were there to reinforce, or at least they were sleeping and they didn't refresh their marches. This is another point I want to make, which players I've noticed even from my team on or when I was playing. Players that join rallies and they capture a building or they join the defense, they forget to refresh their marches, and they stay there with 20,000, 30,000 marchers, which actually take a spot, and they don't have a full march either defending or on the battlefield, which is not a great move. Not a great move having a 20,000 march in a defense or 50,000 march. Players need to pay attention and refresh their marches if the rally was successful or the defense was successful. That's also a very important part, because it does help a lot. Another rally going on this Desert Altar, but there is also a counter rally plus march hitting. One NB8 is again not sleeping, putting pressure on this Desert Altar, but we see a counter rally from Frederick. And as a counter rally from Frederick, that can be a lot of damage. Also heavy pressure from Noodle on this Shrine of Life, but plenty of JWM forces to defend. One NB8 is trying desperately to seal off this deal. They are definitely gonna get this Ark. It's way too close to lose it now. Very few JWM forces. GG to them getting this Ark. If they get another one, that's gonna be the question. That's gonna be a phenomenal movement, but not enough time left. What one NBA needs to do right now is points per minute. Is their only chance. Disrupting the points per minute for JWM, because it's gonna be 8 minutes until the next Ark, and 4 minutes is not gonna be enough in this level of gameplay. Not gonna be enough. How did JWM just went in and captured the outpost? 300 marchers from one NBA, and not one went in the outpost to defend it. The heavy the pressure was, but the reinforcements were great from JWM. This Desert Altar is definitely defending. Let's enter the outpost, and but 10,000 points difference. The provision score and points per minute, they are starting to pay off. It's almost 10,000 points in JWM favor. And wow, GWM is not waiting a moment. All their marchers, they went back home. But what they are doing with all those marchers that went back home, they are now putting heavy pressure on 1MB8. Yep, Uncle DZ. Sorry, boss. I think they need to empty the outpost to make it work. And Charles Martel went down. Wow, GWM is doing a lot of points disruption with a 10,000 lead. And they have gained control of the outpost again, and the game crashed again. We'll be back in just one moment. Crazy gameplay from both teams. This was a very exciting game. But GWM lead is a little bit way too high. Ten minutes left into the game. One MB8 has lost control of the arc. Will GWM manage to delay them for so long to capture this arc? All the buildings, wow, GWM presence is so heavy on this desert altar. One MB8 is literally struggling to capture that arc and get back their buildings. Shrine of War. That was a no-go. Looks like one MB8 is preparing from another assault. Pretty much clear on this side, but you're noticing the points per minute, it's going towards 11,000 difference. And GWM is still slowing down that arc, which there will be literally no time no time for another arc. There will be no time for another arc. That's it. They will deliver this arc, and that's gonna bring JWM to final versus OV. Two monster teams clashing each other on the finals, but look at JWM presence on this. All the marchers that are going in there just literally getting demolished. But the desert altar is also doing some, they're doing some work on the desert altar. Something is definitely working. Reinforcements are going in as well. Yep, they're taking out weak marchers and putting in. There you go. Yep, keep reinforcing the desert altar, denying the points per minute. Rally from Fizruk, but again counter rally from Major. And imagine, just think about for how much time, so much 1MB8 forces they have to focus just to capture this arc. So how much time did JWM won by just delaying them for so long to capture that arc? Because all those marches, they have, what they have done, they were just defending the arc. So that was a good delay from JWM. Really nice play from JWM. both defending and offensive. Pretty much done deal. 8,000 points difference. That's way too high. That's way too high. One NBA. They have finally captured the desert altar. But there's still plenty of JWM forces around. They could just swarm it back. Looks like these buildings are being challenged as well. Yep. Well, what can I say? Congratulations to JWM. Very, very crazy play. And one NBA, they have put up a fight. No joke. One NBA is a no joke. They have put up a fight with JWM. They definitely done their best. But 8,000 points difference, that's quite some difference. 6,500 right now. So I suppose the provision scores, they are coming in from one NBA. Because there's only 6,500 points difference as it is right now. We might see a very interesting provision score play from one NBA at the end. That's going to be very interesting. JWM is putting in reinforcements. How is this building doing? Plenty of forces from both teams. But the way I see it, one NBA is pretty much defending right now. And just trying to get back what belongs to them. 7,000 points difference right now. 4 minutes left, that's it. No arc time, nobody's even in the middle. Everyone is just having their last bit of fun. How is this one going? Alexander defending. Interesting choice. Charles Martel defending. Yeah, that's a done deal. This is just solo marches. Non-stop rallies from JWM and one NBA. Very nice display, but again, looks like 8,000 points difference as it is right now. 8,300. The provision score are coming in, but it's not enough. So JWM showing again their might and their strength. Are we going to see a massive push? A last 2 minutes massive push? Oh my god, that rally is gonna get wrecked. RIP YSG. Look at that. Oof. That's gonna be on yellow by the time it hits. That's it. Like I said, it's gonna be on yellow by the time it hits the defense. Jesus. Wrecked. But it was only 3 players, so that means that it's only like one 900k rally, but still. How is this one doing? That Charles Martel is looking really pale in defense. That defense needs reinforcements like yesterday. One NBA, what are you doing? They have lost on the last minute their desert altar as well, making the map more red. Oof. 9,000 points lead from JWM. And sealing off the win. 1 minute and 20 seconds left. Wow, look at the amount of sad faces going in all directions. Yeah. What's there left to do? Just swarm. 1 minute left, just do something. And JWM Monster, he just wants to make the map as red as possible. As much red as possible. $10,000 points lead on JWM. Almost 10,000 points lead. 30 seconds left. And we are going to have our finalists, JWM versus OV in the final. That's gonna be a match you definitely don't wanna miss. Very, very good play from both teams, but JWM just outplayed one NBA in the semifinals. And victory for JWM. Congratulations to them. 666 is the champion of Egypt. Let's see. Now this is insane. This is insane. JWM didn't even need to heal troops. I think that was a misclick from one of them. Healing 1.4 million troops. Didn't even need to heal troops. One NB8, they healed 14 million troops. And JWM, they just done almost 31 million kills. And look at the provision score, almost 7,000. One NB8, they have tried to step up with the provision score as much as they could. But it did not matter as much. They lost a little bit on the occupation score. They've done a good job. And on the arc. So there is the points difference. Like I mentioned, JWM, they are good on provision score, occupation score, and arc score. So they are very good on all three of them. Very, very nice play from JWM. And congratulations in the same time. Thank you for this game. This was an awesome arc game. 1.4 million heal for JWM. JWM made history, free-to-play alliance going to finals. JWM beat all pay-to-win alliances. OV is 2.2 and JWM is 2.7. What do you think about it? They won without healing. Yes, they won without healing. That's crazy. 1.4 million, like I said, that must have been a mistake. Thanks for the awesome stream. JWM Brew, you're welcome. That was an awesome game. Both games, they were insanely good. We think White Tigers had more than JWM and they lose. Power doesn't really mean a lot at this level of gameplay. I didn't check their power or their players, but if they have 100 million power players, yeah, they pretty much don't need to heal at that point. Your kingdom is also Imperial Kingdom now. How will you make a good team? I will try to make a good team for the next arc, and we will do what we can. OV versus JWM. Ronnie, Who you think will win? I don't know. Both teams seems to be really, really good. We will see. We will see. I think the bets will go in favor of JWM. Tukum, thank you very much. More views here than official stream. Casey. It was crazy to see my old rank 5 and rank 4s fight each other like that. You guys wanted to see my bets. I lost. That's why I didn't bet. That's why I didn't win heavy bets. I bet on MB2 and 1 MB8, so obviously I just lost 300 coins. There's nothing crazy. If I would have bet on the winning side, like OV or JWM, it would have been much of a difference, getting a lot of coins, but it would have probably worth it on OV. If I would have gone like 4,000 coins, I would have get like 1,600, 700. But I pretty much bought everything I wanted from the shop, so all I have is this and that's it. Didn't bother much with the bets. I got pretty much what I wanted. OV loses by provisions alone. Yeah, I'm really curious to see what OV will do against that provision. JWM was still very strong on provision. 7,000 provision scored. That is a lot. I'm sorry, I do need some water. I'm losing my voice. Your game is smooth and very clear. How many farms do you have? 5? Yes, that was very nice to watch. Dragotin is in the house. How are you doing, buddy? We'll see you next time. Yeah, definitely. Well, the two final alliances is going to be OV versus JWM at 9 UTC. That's not a very good time for me, but I'll definitely make it. I'll definitely set 752 alarms on my phones and my tablets, and I'll make sure they will ring so loud that I'll wake up. So don't worry about it. I will definitely stream this one. I will not miss the championship, the final match. That's gonna be monsters versus monsters. And OSIRIS is gonna be their playground. That's gonna be very interesting. Again, good play from 1 NBA. I was not expecting to actually get so up in the points, to tell you the truth. And I was expecting from MB2 to actually put a better challenge. Overlords, they just done so much pain on MB2. They brought so much pain on them. But yeah. So it's actually, I was expecting more from MB2, and I was expecting a little bit less from 1 NBA, but great gameplay from both. I was expecting OV and JWM to win. But still, 1 NBA, they was putting up a fight. There was still a slight chance. There was a moment when I was actually hoping that, oh my God, 1 NBA is going to be able to pull this off. There was those kind of moments when I was actually thinking that it's possible. But JWM recovers so fast and always pushing. The side that is always pushing, it seems to have the advantage. When you're just reacting and just defending, it doesn't seem to be very productive. You need to push all the time. You need to find a way to make a push. Just sending rallies without reinforcements is not a way of pushing. But yeah, we will see on the championship final, and we will see how that is going to go. Hey, I missed the other one. Rizzo N, thank you very much for your donation. And again, chat, thank you for being here with me. I hope you guys enjoyed these games and enjoy the commentary. JWMs know that they are facing OV in finals. Well, yeah, it's obviously OV will be no pushover. JWM Monster, yes, you are very, very right. So even that OV, their power doesn't look as high, but like you mentioned, they are now no pushover. You see the points they have done against all their other teams. So definitely OV, they have something packed. They're definitely gonna bring up a fight for you guys. So you need to be prepared. But this game was probably the closest game. Well, it was DSP. I forgot about DSP, which they managed to do like 41,000 points. You guys have done great so far. It will definitely be posted. Once I'm gonna close the live stream, you'll be able to rewatch it from the beginning. Yeah, both teams, they have insane strategies. That's gonna be a very good match to see which one will play better their strategies. It's literally gonna be strategy versus strategy. OV is insane. They beat NCB, LG. Yeah, but JWM beat a lot of teams. They never lost in OSIRIS League. Same as OV. So again, it's gonna be the match of the year. This is not gonna be a better OSIRIS League or Ark of Osiris match in this year than the next one on the next week. So chat, thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for being here with me. You guys are awesome like always, and I'll see you guys on next Sunday with another crazy match against these two Titans, Overlords and JWM. Congratulations again to both teams for getting into the finals. This is your boy Legend Ronnie signing off. Until next time, peace out, yo, and take care. See you guys on the next one. Hopefully it's gonna be as good as the others.